So it all started almost 20 years ago when my aunt was diagnosed with cancer, and my mom went in search of a natural cure to help heal her. So my mom inspired me to go plant-based or vegan. And I would say vegan because at the time my family is Italian. We didn't really know what vegan was, so, or plant-based. So vegan just meant, no meat, dairy, eggs, but still eating a lot of junk, snacks and junk food and pastas and breads and things like that. Although I did start juicing almost 20 years ago, or 20 years ago is when I started juicing. That kind of just propelled me into, the life that I'm living today. Just that one thing that happened in my family has completely changed the whole course of my life. And then eventually, um, yeah, years down the road, I went off and on vegan, and then I discovered the raw vegan diet, and it just kept snowballing from there. It's, vegan. You're not eating any kind of animal products, but you're not cooking or heating your food above 118 degrees, and you're not eating, processed foods. So everything's kind of made from scratch, and it still has its life force energy. It's, you're not killing the enzymes. You're not killing the food. So I went vegan for a few years, but I wasn't eating a healthy vegan diet. It wasn't until I had my daughter, my second child, like after I had her, I found Dr. Furman's book, Eat to Live, and I was so inspired. Completely changed the way I thought about the food that we eat, especially salt and refined carbohydrates, which was a huge part of my diet. So I went vegan again because I was kind of off and on vegan. So I went vegan again, this time Dr. Furman's very strict regimen, and I lost 15 pounds in 3 weeks. My skin was glowing. I was eating foods that I'd never eaten before: kale, bok choy, making green smoothies. I didn't even know you could put greens in a smoothie, mix it with fruit before this. So, it just opened up a whole new lifestyle for me. And 2 months after was it 2 months? Yeah, or a few months after I found Dr. Furman's diet, I discovered Annette Larkins. I saw a video clip of her on the news. She was in her 60s. She looked like she was in her 30s. And honestly, I was sold. I found out about the raw vegan diet, and I was so inspired. The biggest thing for me was anti-aging. So, you know, I did go vegan. I was learning about, like, animals, and, I didn't want to hurt the animals and things like that. But when I found out about raw, it was like next level health. So that was it. I was so inspired. And then I started reading more books about the raw vegan diet. I discovered 12 Steps to Raw by Victoria Buchenko. As soon as I read that book, same day, threw out my microwave, unplugged the stove, covered it over with a cutting board, and I went raw. I made my kids go raw with me. So I tried that for a while. It didn't really last with the kids, but I went for about 8 months before I ultimately went back to eating cooked food. And then it was a whole journey. It was 8 years, 8 years of trying to go back to eating raw. And I moved down to LA. I got a job at a raw vegan restaurant, went raw, did that for a year and a half. I did a 4-month juice feast. I was in the best health, the best shape, just completely growing younger. It's just totally finding the fountain of youth. I was getting so many compliments. People were just blown away at just the health that I was radiating, so much vitality and youthfulness. I'm 38 and a half. Yes, I have a 15-year-old son and a 12-year-old daughter. It was gradual. I think when I was younger, when I first went vegan, the biggest thing that I noticed was my brain fog disappeared, the lethargy, just being so tired all the time. I I remember being really young, maybe 17, and just so tired all the time, like no energy to do anything. And I think one day I almost fell asleep at the wheel, and that's not normal, just not to have energy, especially in your teenage years.
Yeah.
So energy levels, definitely my skin cleared up, and my whole body transformed, my mind, body, and spirit. So I completely turned into something new. I've changed my entire life around. Everything in my life is so different, just from changing my health, changing the way I eat. People always say that I look a lot younger, so I do think that my diet, not just my diet, but my healthy lifestyle habits and my detox regimens that I've implemented into my life over the past 20 years has really, really helped keep me young and vibrant. Battling back and forth between eating raw and cooked food, kind of forced me to detox my body, which is also one of the biggest reasons why I think that I, have aged so gracefully so far. Not that I'm, in my 60s or 70s, but for my age, people are always telling me that I look really young. So yes, I do implement a lot of detoxing practices. If I were consistent over the past 15, 20 years on my diet, then maybe I would not have needed to detox so much. But because I kept going back and forth between cooked food and raw food and junk food and healthy food, just wanting my body to be clean and not wanting things to, putrefy in my colon and my gut. I've done a lot of colon cleansing. And by colon cleansing, I've done saltwater cleanses and enemas. What other detox? I've done liver and gallbladder flushes. I've done parasite cleanses and H2O2 oxygen therapy, which is hydrogen peroxide. That's something that I've been doing once a year, this regimen, for almost 10 years. And I swear by it. I never get sick. So, some people are against it, but honestly, I feel really healthy and I don't feel like it has harmed me in any way as long as it's done properly. All of, even the liver and gallbladder cleanse, like so many, fruitarians or raw vegans may be against it. They say to go, heal with your diet, even, doing parasite cleanses. But not everyone is willing to stick to a strict raw vegan diet. So sometimes these healthy lifestyle habits and detox regimens need to be implemented because you have to get the gallstones out. You have to get these parasites out.
Good.
Oh my gosh, I forgot fasting. Yes, I love fasting. Juice cleansing. I actually did a 4-month juice feast where I almost had nothing but just juice. And I felt amazing and really cleaned out my body, like amazing. I've done water fasting and I did one 24-hour dry fast. I'm really interested in dry fasting, but I'm not really at the level where I'm able to explore that further. But I do love water fasting. I fast I intermittent fast almost every day. And I do 24-hour fast quite frequently and extended fasts every so often. I've been working out since I was 12. I started weightlifting and doing like aerobics classes, and then I got into cardio kickboxing and things like that. I have not really been completely consistent with my workouts. I get really into working out for a while and then I kind of fall off the wagon. But recently I have been so consistent, like it's just a part of my life. Like I wake up, I go work out, and I'm always changing it up to keep it fresh. I'm always falling in love with something different. But for the most part, I love hot yoga consisting of yoga bar and 26 and 2, which is like your Bikram style hot yoga. And I also love Pilates on the reformer, and I can't think of weightlifting. I love lifting weights and bike riding. I love riding bikes. I've been a bike commuter in LA for almost 4 years, and it's just amazing. So riding your bike, gives you exercise, and just you're out in nature and you're not sitting in the car. Because like here in LA, I have a car, but I prefer to bike when I can because it keeps me present. It keeps me in the moment. I get to go down these beautiful streets. So you're exercising while you're out in nature. And, it's just you put on your headphones and just, I don't know. It's just it's a really great way to exercise. So I've tried running. I've tried other forms of exercise, but really, biking, with lifting weights, Pilates, and hot yoga are probably my favorite types of exercise. So there are so many factors that go into youthful living, and this is kind of like what I'm focusing on right now. And the reason is because so many people do tell me that I look really young. So I'm really starting to put together all these things that I do. Definitely raw food lifestyle. The raw food lifestyle is the fountain of youth. But just raw foods by itself, I don't think is enough. That's why I incorporate fasting and I do the detox regimens as well. And, your skin is an organ. So just having a skincare routine is not enough. We need to cleanse our body from the inside out. Our youthfulness is going to glow internally and shine outwardly. But as far as my skincare routine, I keep it natural. I don't typically use any chemicals on my skin. I don't really wear sunscreen. I put a hat over my head. I don't wear foundation every day. I don't really wear foundation at all. I used to wear a lot of makeup, and one of my main motivators was wanting to have beautiful, healthy, glowing skin and not needing to wear makeup to cover it up. So I discovered healthy, especially doing the raw food lifestyle. And I sold Arbonne for a while, and they taught me that, chemicals only takes 26 seconds for chemicals to enter your bloodstream once it's on your skin. I ended up, especially when I met my husband, he inspired me even more to get cleaner skincare products. Mindset plays a huge role in your beliefs. So as long as, we think that, we're growing old, or we can't look at ourselves in the mirror, or we feel self-hatred towards ourselves, we're not going to be feeling young and beautiful. So, and that's something that radiates from the inside out. I listen to a lot of subliminal reprogramming along with affirmations to help reprogram my mind. And I'm constantly focusing on the feeling of youth and just inner beauty. So yeah, I think, just believing that you're young and you're beautiful and just really loving yourself and accepting yourself the way you are, and just really helps to just find that glow from within. I mean, if you look into the mirror, this is like the biggest way to know like where your belief is coming from, what you believe about yourself, or how you think about yourself is look at yourself in the mirror and what do you think? And then do the opposite. So I'm young, I am beautiful, I love myself exactly the way I am, I'm growing younger every day, I'm full of life, I'm, connected to life force energy, I am radiating health, I'm a picture of perfect health. Just think these, just change your thoughts. Because, we have subconscious thoughts, and they are passed down to us from generation to generation in our genes, through our blood, through our DNA, and it's not even our fault. Everybody in society has this, I'm ugly, I'm old, I'm aging, I'm not good enough, and we have to change these beliefs. And when you change these beliefs, your whole world is going to change, and your whole perception of yourself and the way other people perceive you is going to change. I do a lot of things. So I steam my face with herbs, and I do bentonite clay charcoal masks, and I have like this micro needling roller that I use on my skin. I use hydrogen peroxide on my skin. So the same thing with the detox regimens that I do that are very controversial, that people would not agree with, or some may not agree with. Also, cosmetologists probably don't agree with what I do with my skin. I don't wear sunscreen. I don't wear foundation really on my face. I mean, the last time I put foundation on my face was a couple of years ago. So one of the main motivators in my life to eat healthy was to have beautiful, healthy, glowing skin without needing to wear makeup, without having to cover my face. So just embracing my natural features and my natural beauty. So I've come to find, cleaner, healthier, more natural skincare products that are actually really cheap that you can get anywhere. So I use raw shea butter to moisturize my skin. I use hyaluronic acid serum. And I mean, I keep it really simple, honestly. I exfoliate a lot. I do facial exercises,
That's what I was going to ask you about.
Lymphatic facial draining, facial massage, as well as facial exercises. So facial exercises is basically a natural facelift without having to have any Botox or fillers. We have muscles in our body that we're constantly working out to keep our body healthy and in shape, except, our face muscles start to atrophy and we don't work our facial muscles. Facial muscles. Everybody's always asking me about facial exercise. Maybe I'll get certified to teach people exercises. Right now, I just do it on myself, and I promote it because it's had such an impact on my face, keeping your face young. So we work out our body, right? But we don't work out the muscles in our face. So, it's literally a natural facelift. Yeah. I'm really an advocate for natural beauty. So I think that when we strive to become the best versions of ourselves and we give ourselves, we have the right tools, to have radiant health, I think that we all have natural, beautiful features, that's just covered over by, toxins and, being overweight or rosacea in our skin. Our eyes are dulled over because we're unhealthy, but even when you switch to a healthy diet and you cleanse your body, your eyes lighten up, they get brighter, your energy changes, your consciousness expands. Yeah, you glow beauty from the inside out, and that's kind of what I'm an advocate for. I mean, we're all spiritual, right?
Aren't we? Yeah.
We are spiritual beings inside this physical body, having this experience here. Well, I do yin yoga, I do breath work, and I also do sound healing. I also do Reiki healing energy as well. Yin yoga is a slow moving practice done either sitting or lying down postures, holding the postures for longer periods of time in stillness to help relax your muscles so that you can work deeper into your connective tissue.
Wow.
So
that sounds amazing.
Yeah, 47% of your tension is in your connective tissue. So as you're like releasing and opening up these parts of the body, these target areas, you're releasing stuck energy. Once I just changed my diet, I changed my lifestyle habits. I just wanted to start, just improving all areas of my life. I got into personal growth. After doing that, I became more spiritual. My consciousness raised, my energy levels improved. I started wanting to do more. I started to feel more love toward myself, toward other people. I became a more compassionate person, and I just became more in tune to energy and being able to feel, well, I said compassion already, but yeah, so I think definitely starting with your diet, changing your mindset, because the mind, body, and spirit are all connected. Ultimately, I think it's about your energy and raising your consciousness. And the best way to start doing that is to change your diet. What we eat affects who we are. Not only affects our personality, it affects how we feel about ourselves, how we project ourselves out into the world. So if we're eating foods that are very heavy, it's going to lower our energy, lower our vibration, lower our consciousness, give us brain fog, make us feel sluggish. So clean your body, clean your diet, clean your mind, clean your spirit. Do things that make you feel good. Do things that bring you joy. Find your purpose in life. The biggest thing for staying young is having purpose. Children have so much optimism because they have so much to look forward to. And that doesn't have to end when we grow up. So to me, I feel like I'm a child in this adult body. Like I feel like the world really puts these layers on us. And once we just peel off all these energetic layers that are blocking us from really reaching our true potential and really stepping into the person that we're supposed to be, we come back to our childlike nature. And we're filled with optimism and enthusiasm and excitement for life. And that is really what keeps us young, and just living in the present moment and not being bogged down by the world, and not holding on to grudges, not having negative emotions, trying to stay focused on divine love and finding ways to embody godlike qualities like compassion, love, humility. These things keep you young, they keep you beautiful, and they give you a beautiful, glowing radiance from the inside out. I'm on social media. I have a Facebook group. You can find my name is Jamie Love. And I also am on Instagram. Ageless Beauty 143. I have a free weekly fasting group on Instagram. We fast for 24 to 48 hours together every week as a group. I also have a raw vegan meetup here in Los Angeles. It's all levels, all are welcome. If you're curious about the raw vegan lifestyle and what it has to offer and how it can change your life, just come, just send me a message and I'll give you all the details. And I would love to meet you and I would love to connect with you. And it's just a safe place to learn and grow together. I'm also working on creating a course and creating an online membership community where people can join and they can connect and be a part of a community where they can learn about health and anti-aging and natural beauty care. And that's going to be coming soon. So stay tuned and I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.